Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. Well, both teams were hoping the rain would vacate the Green Bay area by kick, but alas, it's still falling pretty steadily in and around Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Leading him out, the second-year man from UCLA, drafted number 10 overall. It's Josh Rosen.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Rosen looking to throw. He gets it to Matthews, complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. Matthews, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Finding Green complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They got 29 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now the 5th-year man from South Dakota State. This is Zach Zenner. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fit.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Zach Zenner, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. Took it the distance. What a great return. He stopped right around the 3.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. What you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, we got to get this stuff here, D.
To throw is Rosen. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsey. 10 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And able to find Green. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
7-7, our score after 1. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Green 80. Check. No. It's our time. It's our time. 25.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And Walker has it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Wilson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rosen. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Rosen. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Rosen on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. Rosen will throw. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Again, it's Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Myers, the AFC's Pro Bowl kicker from a year ago. He was 6 out of 7 from 50-plus last year, and he converts another one here. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Here's Wilson. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Lindsey here. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Let's go. Let's go.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Rip right, rip right.
Now Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up in Detroit as the LA Chargers pay a rare visit to Ford Field. And it is the Chargers out in front as those two creep towards halftime. Matthew Stafford's thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Jarvis Landry, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast.
For more of the same, the rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run here with Lindsey. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Easy one. It's easy one.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken at the 15. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. William Hayes able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. On the return, here's Agnew. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. This is caught by Gill. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his... The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rosen to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down Packers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing again, it's Rosen. He finds Beckham, complete. Touchdown, Packers! Odell Beckham, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The pickup there, 5 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Another run by Lindsey. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A give, Singletary right side. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it up.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Zach Zenner with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Josh Rosen in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 65 seconds remaining. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. To throw is Rosen. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Trying to go back to Matthews there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Rosen. Here's Sanu on the catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rosen to throw again. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final shot here for Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get.